You know what's weird about the Browns players that are like rooting on Beckham? That tells you how bad these players dislike Baker Mayfield. Not all of them, but most of them. If Baker Mayfield's not on your team and he didn't go to Oklahoma and he didn't go to Lake Travis High School, you hate him. I hate him and he's on my team. And I hate him because, not because he sucked last year, but because he's like a child who hasn't grown up yet. He's his going on his 5th year in the NFL and he still is like a child. Now, for anyone to sit here and say Baker Mayfield everyone that sits there and say last year was what Baker Mayfield's going to be like the rest of it, no. Baker Mayfield was playing with an injury last year. A lot of people forget that. Oh, it was just a torn labrum in his upper. Listen, you need to have your upper body healthy when you throw a football. So him playing like he did last year was absolutely egregiously terrible. And the only excuse I can say is that jackass of a coach ran him out there when he should have benched him. But he's not going to play that bad next year. Will he still be able to read defenses like he is? I mean, will he still have trouble reading defenses? Absolutely. But he's not the horrible quarterback that we seen last year. That being said, if he was healthy, we win that division. It's that simple. We don't play. He doesn't play that bad. His whole game was based on his ability to be able to throw the ball in tight windows. Accuracy. He has a strong arm. That's his only game. That's his only attributes he has. He's too short. But when you take that away from him, like last year with his injury, he was going to struggle. And it's an indictment on Kevin Stefanski to keep running him out there. He shouldn't have been playing. So I have confidence. And as far as him not being, I noticed a lot of things being made up of him not being able to bring the team back. Well, it's very simple. When you run a 13 personnel, when you're down 8 points or whatever the fuck it is, the Browns are the easiest team to defend. Everybody knows what we're doing. Kevin Stefanski's offense is so predictable and so high school. Baker has no chance. Look at the Chiefs game last year in the playoffs. 7 plays, we punt the ball, never get it back. Stefanski coaches like he's got 8 quarters. He's terrible. And then this year against the Chiefs, we should have won that game. We had a bunch of turnovers, a punter and Nick Chubb. And at the end, Baker Mayfield threw a horrible interception. If he doesn't get tripped up there, it's probably still picked off. He was throwing in the dough. Oh, he was trying to throw it out of bounds. No, he wasn't. He was trying to fit that ball in a tight window. We got tripped up. Terrible decision. But that being said, if you watch any other team when they're down, they go downfield. Our offense is so goddamn heavy on the underneath stuff. Mayfield has no chance to actually succeed. They're just sitting on the routes. So there's him not being able to bring a team back. You got to look at the Bengals game last year when they were just throwing the ball downfield. I don't know why this year. I truly think Kevin Stefanski took advantage of Mayfield being injured, and that's why he kept playing him, because he knew he would shit the bed, and he knew he'd play bad, and he could go to Jimmy Haslam and say, I need to get because Stefanski doesn't like him. And him doing that, his own agenda, getting rid of Mayfield, cost us a season that we'll never get back. We had a top 5 defense. We held teams under 17 points like 10 times. You got to make the playoffs with that defense. But Stefanski knew he had an injured Mayfield. He knew he'd play bad, so he kept running them out there to fucking shit the bed on purpose to make him look bad. And it worked, because now everybody hates Mayfield. He's just a guy that's... The only way he can go from here is up, because he's not going to go down. Listen, if he's healthy next year, he's going to play good. He's going to play good. But if he's going to run the same offense, if Stefanski sacrifices another season for his own agenda, then you got to get rid of this clown. He never put Mayfield in position to succeed last year. He never did. Look at the Steeler game last year. He didn't give him any help on a rookie tackle. I was embarrassed for Stefanski. Remember that run Mayfield made when he ran over the DB from Pittsburgh late in that game? That was him saying, fuck you, Stefanski. The players know it. He hates Mayfield, and Mayfield hates Stefanski. That's why I hope Mayfield gets traded, because I know when he gets traded, he's going to go off on Stefanski. It's going to be biblical. Kevin Stefanski's a cancer. People got to start. I can't believe people don't realize this. This guy is such a cancer that he sacrificed our season by playing Mayfield injured on purpose so we can make Mayfield look terrible, so we can go to Jimmy Haslam and say, we got to get a new quarterback. That's fine and dandy. I got no problem. I want to get a new quarterback. I don't like short quarterbacks, but guess what? I don't like a coach that told them players on that team, the 50 other players on that team, that said, you know what? We're going to sacrifice the season so I can get a new quarterback. I don't like that, and that irritates me. That Jimmy Haslam and them let this happen. There's no doubt in my mind that's what happened. And if you can't see it, you're blind. I mean, look at Mayfield. He comes back from not practicing 18 fucking days with COVID, and they have him throwing the ball all over the place. We had a chance to win that game late in the game. And all we had to do was run the ball, but Stefanski wanted to just keep throwing it. Stefanski set Mayfield up for failure, people. That's just the facts. And I mean, you can't even argue that. If you do, you don't have a sixth sense like I do. Stefanski got what he wanted. He made Mayfield look, he took advantage of an injured Mayfield and made him look terrible, worse than he is. And I guarantee you Mayfield won't play. If he's healthy this year, he ain't going to play that bad, if he's even on Cleveland. I personally hope they move on from him because I want a tall quarterback who can run. In this NFL day and age, you need a quarterback that can run. And if you can't run, you basically, Mayfield can't run. So if I was Mayfield, I would demand to get the fuck out of Cleveland because that coach hates him. He made him look like a chump all season. He shouldn't have been playing, number one. People are going to say, well, what's Mayfield going to do? Say, I can't play? He wanted to play, but you know what? The head coach, all he had to do is tell him, you ain't playing. You're injured. That's what the head coach is there for. And he failed the other players on that team. And for that reason, I don't see how you can bring Kevin Stefanski back. I don't. And people just don't see it like I do. I know a lot of people I know, they see it. I got people turned on to it. Just look at this. I mean, who the hell puts a rookie left tackle on T.J. Watt? Right? A rookie left tackle on T.J. Watt. No help, no chipping. And Myles Garrett's on the sideline probably saying, you gave my competition 4 easy sacks and the Defensive Player of the Year award. Kevin Stefanski's a cancer, people. The sooner you realize this, the better off you'll be. Baker Mayfield is not Josh Allen. He's not elite, but he is a good quarterback. Not a great quarterback. Could he be a great quarterback? I believe he can be. But he's not going to do it in Cleveland, not with Kevin Stefanski. I'm just telling you facts. And I don't want Mayfield because, like I say, me personally, I would draft a rookie quarterback and who can run. This offense, Stefanski runs the most elementary offense anyone can play in it. So you draft a rookie quarterback, and there you go. You save. You don't have that fucking big contract you got to pay any quarterback for 5 years. You can keep building the team. That's what we need to do. You trade Mayfield because Stefanski's not going to change. Everyone's afraid of Stefanski. He's not going to change his offense. This is what he does. He did it with Kirk Cousins. He did it with Stephon Diggs. Hey, we had a perfect We had Odell Beckham. We didn't even attempt to get him the ball. I know that video's out there, Mayfield missing him, all this. All Beckham was in this offense for, he was in Stefanski's offense to take the pressure off the underneath game so Stefanski could run his elite underneath offense. That's all he was there for. He was a decoy. And Beckham knew this. He knew this. So Beckham didn't try either in Cleveland. He never wanted to be there. But until you fans start looking at it like I am, Kevin Stefanski's a cancer. He has Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb. We don't even have a package involved for them guys at the field at the same time. The guy doesn't know how to use talent. We can go back to last year or 2 years ago with the Jets game. We got all our receivers injured. Why wasn't David Njoku playing wide out? Why wasn't Kareem Hunt in the slot? He doesn't know how to use the talent. He's the worst coach we've ever had. And people are blinded by that rookie or the coach of the year thing. Mayfield, any other coach would come to Cleveland and tailor his offense to fit his quarterback. What Stefanski did is tailored his quarterback to his offense. It doesn't make any fucking sense. So, until you see what I see about Stefanski, he loathes Mayfield. Everyone can see it. And you're not going to get it. Just look at it from my perspective. Stefanski hates Mayfield. He took advantage of how bad he was going to play last year because of being injured. And he showed Jimmy Haslam we need a new quarterback. And I hope they do get a new quarterback. But I'm going to tell you something. Don't be surprised if Baker Mayfield goes somewhere else and picks up. He's not going to be your traditional, he's not going to be Colt McCoy backing up people. He's going to go somewhere and start, and he's going to tear the league up. You watch. He's going to grow up eventually. He's going to be good. And I hope we solve our quarterback position because it'll be funny if he comes back and bites the Browns in the ass. And I hate Mayfield. I can't stand him because he's like a child. To me, he's like a fucking child. He needs to grow the fuck up. Joe Burrow, I hate him because he's on the Bengals, but that's a mature motherfucker. That's what Mayfield needs to learn. Keep your mouth shut, let your play on the field speak. And I know in this offense, he didn't have any chance because Stefanski doesn't know how to utilize weapons. I mean, we're running 13 personnel down 6 points against Baltimore down with no timeouts. I mean, go look at the Baltimore Ravens game. Well, go look at the games when we're down and we need to score a touchdown. Look at the formations we're in. We have no shot. But then you look at it last year against Cincinnati where we just kept throwing the ball downfield. That's the Baker Mayfield that can play in this league. And I hate Mayfield. I hope people don't think I like Mayfield. I hate him. I don't want him in Cleveland. But I know one thing. I hate Stefanski more. We need to move on. He's a bigger cancer than Mayfield. They're both cancers, but Stefanski, and I can't wait till Mayfield gets traded because I know he's going to rip Stefanski, and I can't fucking wait. He's going to he'll go to another team, and he'll play good, and he'll be like, well, I'm an NFL offense. I'm not running a high school offense. I know he's going to say that, and I can't wait. Anyway, that's the video.